Welcome to the woods behind my house. Today we're gonna try and revive my own abandoned project. This guy. You see how gross it is? We've also got a bed full of stuff. That's model A-frame. Anyway, as you guys know, if you've watched the videos previous to this, it's so bright out here. I'm about ready to start working on this thing, but obviously I'm not gonna do it back here, and so I don't have a lot of time today. I only have a couple hours. I have a dentist appointment. Not thrilled about it. Anyway, so game plan is, I think, well, we gotta see if it's gonna run first of all, because I haven't started it in at least 2 months, probably. First things first, I gotta get the battery out of that car and put it in here because I'm cheap. I've promised myself, once we do that lesson, this thing, I'm gonna buy a second battery. For now, we're sharing, because sharing is caring. Now I gotta go through the forest over here. Please don't let there be giant spiders, because I don't like giant spiders. It's like a nature show in here. Thing's kind of built its own habitat. Please don't let there be big old spiders. Pretty fitting little keychain from Puddin's Fab Shop. Pump, 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 pump. Something tells me there's no fuel in the carburetor anyway. Come on. Signs of life. Why do we not have oil pressure? Where's the oil pressure? There it is. We're back. Okay. Of course she still runs. Why'd I doubt it? I'm gonna be here doing the little foot wiggles, trying to keep it running for a minute. Once I get it moved around, we'll start going through the back of it. Okay, did you guys see some stuff? Maybe? I got the beds cleaned out of that truck. I got a Model A frame right here. I don't know how far we're gonna get today. I was hoping to get started on, well, I'll be honest, my plan changed because I was gonna make something to lift the bed off the C10 because I want to do a bunch of work on the rear end. But I think instead we're just gonna pull it apart in pieces because I work by myself and I just think it'll be easier. Also, if you don't know, I cut that bed down, so it wasn't that long ago that it was apart, and I put all stainless hardware in it, so it should hopefully come apart fairly decent. It also is not squared up very good, so I can do all that when I put it back together this time. So we may start on that today. We'll see if we get that far. The first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna pressure wash all this stuff. I want to pressure wash this frame and get the truck pressure washed because it's got a bunch of mildew and stuff on it. I think I'm gonna mix up some bleach water maybe and spray it down. Try and get that stuff off a little better. It doesn't need to be perfect because it's gonna sit in the garage for a while I work on it. So I want to get all this stuff cleaned up. I think I'm gonna put this frame up for sale. I got it cheap and close to my house. It was like I paid $100 for it, and it was like 15 minutes from the house. So I just went and got it. And I've always hoped to build a Model A someday, but I'm really limited on space, so I don't know that it's worth hanging on to this. We may just try and sell it, make a couple bucks on it. Not much, I'll probably make 50 bucks on it if I'm lucky. And just get it out of the way for now. They're not that hard to find. So anyway, I'm gonna get pressure washing and yeah, just see how far we can get. Hopefully we can get this thing all pressure washed and then try and get the truck in the garage where I can start working on it. Okay, I think it fits. It's gonna be snug, but we can walk down the sides. I backed it in for a reason. I think it might be a little easier to have it the other way, but the very first thing we gotta do is I want to do axle bearings and seals, because if you guys remember way back when, the last time I fooled with this thing, there's gear oil all inside the brake drums. So that is the first thing I want to get fixed. Like I said before, the bed's gonna come off because I've got a bunch of upgrades to do in the back. I think it'll just be easier with the bed off. Yeah, so it fits, but it is, she's tight. She's tight. Oh gosh, I can fit, but I gotta have a certain amount of space here. This is my wife's kiln. If you don't know, K's Kuirky Creations. Buy some pottery, because she helps pay for all this stuff. But I gotta leave room there because that gets like 2,000 degrees. So we'll leave a little bit of separation. Only good time to have a gas tank in the cab. It's way up there. Shouldn't explode, probably. But that is, unfortunately, probably about as far as I'm gonna get today. I spent a whole lot more time cleaning the truck up than I initially planned on. Let me see. Let's see if the garage will shut. It's small. If we got a little extra space up there, I'll let it roll forward a little. We gotta put a drain pan down because I got fresh concrete and the truck that definitely leaks. That should be something. Let's see if this clears. Please don't hit my bumper. Please don't hit my bumper. Please don't hit my bumper. Shoot. Look at all the space we got. We might roll this thing forward a little bit. Give us a little more room in the back, if you will. Quality lighting. Looks super nice, doesn't it? Anyway, you know, we got lots of upgrades to do in the shop, which will come later. Okay. Don't roll through the garage. Okay, we might be all right. I knew it was gonna be tight in here with this. It's amazing how much smaller the Nova actually is than the truck, but we got room to work. So, oh, I left the Model A frame out there. I gotta bring that in. Anyway, that's kind of, I know it's kind of dragging out the preparation to get to this point. But now that the truck is in here, I can start working in the evenings and stuff. I was out here till midnight or so the other night. And I kind of started working on clearing stuff off of this that I don't need. Which you guys should already know what this is. This is the motor for this. And I kind of started going through some of the parts I've got that I don't need, trying to sell some stuff to make some money back. We do have some decisions to make. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I gotta decide. I don't know if it's necessary, it probably isn't, but I always unhook the battery of whatever's sitting in the garage. Just a little peace of mind. But we gotta decide what we're gonna do with this motor. I've got a lot of history with that motor. I put that motor together 8 years ago, and it's taken me a lot of places. It's done me a lot of good. But ultimately, I gotta decide if it's worth having sitting here and take up space. The money could definitely be used to do some more stuff to the truck. Finish stuff that I need to get for the truck. It's a good motor and it's a direct drop-in for what's in the Nova. So those are kind of reasons I want to keep it. I just don't know if it's worth tying up the space. But that's a decision I'm going to have to make. Who knows? We'll just have to see what the future holds. But we're really about ready to start on this thing. Other than me just having time to work on it. But we got a lot of projects to do, and I'm pretty excited. I know I seem very distracted right now. I don't know why I'm just walking around talking, but this is pretty cool. It's been quite the experience to have a garage that I can come out and work in, and actually shut the door. It's been nice. I've got a lot of work to do in here still, but we'll get there. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this one. I gotta go load up a bunch of garbage I need to go get rid of. And like I said, I got a dentist appointment in like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I don't know what time it is, but I guess that's the prep work we need to get done to get moving on the pickup. Unfortunately, the Nova's got to sit outside for a while, but I got a car cover for it. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I promise next video we'll be working on a hot rod instead of just scrubbing the mold off of one. See?